Hey Kenya. They say the fifth time is a charm, so let's try this again. I might sound like I'm flying through it, but that's probably that's because I don't have a lot of faith in this working, but let's go through this. So, hopefully this works. So, okay. Whoop, I already screwed up that part. So, sorry for the background noise. Okay. So you gave me the four problems. So let me just set these up real quick. Okay. The first one is, let me find it again, is pretty straightforward. This one said, oh, where'd it go? It said, oh, here we go. Okay, so this one is a client's receiving 100 milliliters, 1 gram. Okay, so all you need to know for this one is, okay, how many mils per hour is the nurse going to set the infusion pump? So I always start with what are we looking for, and that's mils per hour. And they're getting 100 mils over 45 minutes. It doesn't really matter what's in that bag of 100 mils. It's just you're going to be infusing it over 45 minutes. Then, I'm sorry about my dog. You just need to convert 60 minutes to 1 hour to get your mils per hour, because then you can cancel minutes here and minutes here, and then you're left with 100 times 60 is 6,000 over 45, and you'll get 133.3333. So whatever the answer tells you to round to, I'm so sorry, is 133.33 mils per hour, or however you need to round that one. And then number two is how many hours will the IV infuse? So I start with what am I looking for? So mils to infuse, and your order is 10 milliliters of the intralipids. So just 10 milliliters per dose. It doesn't matter what you're giving. It's just you need to know that volume. And then what we have on hand is 0.5 mils per hour, basically. So if we're infusing 10 milliliters of something and we're going to be infusing it at 0.5 mils per hour, that's kind of what we have on hand. So 0.5 mils per hour, you just want your mils to be on the bottom so that they cancel out. And then cancel this, you're left with hours for the dose, which is exactly what we're looking for. So I just like to make sure that those match. And then 10 divided by 0.5 is 20 hours per dose. And then this third one, I had some trouble with the third one because I think we're missing a component, but it says a client with HIV, all this is fluff, okay? So you just need to say, okay, it's 2 milligrams per kilogram, and your patient is 85 pounds. So anytime I see pounds in a dosage calculation question, I just convert it to kilograms right away, because you're going to need the kilograms in almost every dosage calculation that's weight-based. It's not going to go off pounds, it's going to go off kilograms. So 85 divided by 2.2 for your kilograms is 38 points, let's say 38.64, rounded to the hundredth. So 38.64 kilograms, and the patient's getting 2 milligrams per kilogram. So we're going to multiply 38.64, and that's going to be times 2, 77.28, and that's your milligrams per dose. So the patient's 85 pounds, the weight, okay. So it says, based on the client's weight, how many milliliters should the nurse prepare? But if you look at this question, we don't have any milliliters at all. Like there's nothing to put into the question. So we're definitely missing a component. Like, okay, let's just say, for instance, it said 10 milliliters per milligram or something like that. Like the pharmacy sends up 10 milligrams per milliliter bag. So we would put our 10 milliliters up here and our 10 milligrams, and then you would cancel out milligrams, and we're left with milliliters, which is what it's apparently asking for here. but we don't have that information. So I think this question is just missing something. I think it's missing a component. But if it was asking how many milligrams, then this is your answer here, 77.28, just because it's 2 milligrams per kilogram. So I think this one's missing something. Let me know if it's not, because then I really have to look at this one. But I think it's missing something. And then, so again, this one is a 10-year-old is 88 pounds. So I would convert right away your 88 pounds to kilograms, which is 40 kilograms, and they're going to be receiving 80 milligrams of furosemide, and then the safe dosage is 1 to 2 milligrams per kilogram. So if the patient is 40 kilograms, that means that safely they can receive 40 milligrams, because 40 times 1 is 40, to 80 milligrams for a safe dose. And so it says they're receiving 80 milligrams. 80 milligrams is safe, so we could just remember, okay, that's a safe dose. So your order is 80 milligrams per dose, and what we have on hand is 10 milligrams per milliliter. So your 10 is going to go on the bottom, your milliliter on top, and it's asking how many milliliters should we administer. So that's what we're left with, milliliters per dose. You can cancel milligrams here, multiply across the top, and you'll get 80, and then multiply across the bottom, you'll get 10. 80 divided by 10 is 8 milliliters per hour. So, sorry, not per hour, 8 milliliters per dose, because it's asking how many milliliters should the nurse administer. So we're going to be administering 8 milliliters per dose. And I really hope this one works. So let me try to send this one to you, and